आप सबको नमस्कार। से हूँ मैं डॉक्टर जोशी और मिस दीपाली जी को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे इस महान कार्यक्रम में शामिल होने के लिए आमंत्रित किया। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। मैं बहुत बहुत खुश हूँ। ये मेरी तीसरी बार है पुणे शहर में। कितना सुंदर शहर है, तो मैं बहुत बहुत खुश हूँ। So it's an immense honor for me to take part in this auspicious gathering, and such gatherings are very helpful to strengthen global solidarity and economic interdependence. And I can witness that the ancient concept of the Vasudeva Kutumbakam, a world is one family. So this is a real example of India's inclusivity to for economic and political, sometimes social interactions with different continents. And I'm so proud that the Global India Business Forum is organizing such kind of big events in India. And my embassy also recognized Global India Business Forum's pre-investment visit to Ethiopia. And I'm very glad that you had a very successful pre-investment visit in Addis Ababa. So now I'm going to present a few facts about the relationship between between Africa and India. So the long-standing relations between Africa and India has evolved from ancient civilizations and shared anti-colonial struggles to broad cooperations on political, economic, and social dimensions. And to be specific, and the historical linkage between Ethiopia and India go back about 2,000 years back. And following the independence of India, Ethiopia established an embassy in New Delhi. And here are a few facts about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the eastern part of Africa, and its capital city is Addis Ababa. And as right now, Addis Ababa is the seat of the African Union and the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and it's also the gateway to Africa. We are also the land of origins because of three factors. First, Ethiopia is the origin of coffee, and it's also the origin of fossil skeleton, Lucy. And third one, the source of the world's longest river Nile. We are the origin. And population-wise, Ethiopia has 13 crore population, 130 million population. And we are second largest in terms of population. And here, why invest in Ethiopia? Why invest in Ethiopia? Here, first, what comes to your mind is market. So market-wise, we have a domestic market of like a consumer of 130 million people. So you can imagine how the domestic market is huge in Ethiopia. Plus, we are a member of the COMESA, Common Market for Eastern and Southern African countries. So this market has potential of market of 500 million plus people. So third one, we are also one of the founding members of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, the AFCFTA. So this Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is a market for all African countries. So as you know, Africa has 140 crore population, same as India, 140 crore population. And other part, second one is the labor force. So we have a dynamic and easily trainable labor force, and we can also get at minimal wage rates. and land is not an issue in Ethiopia. Electricity is very cheap in Ethiopia, plus water is not an issue. And other thing, connectivity. When you say connectivity of Ethiopia, you might have heard about the Ethiopian Airlines, the biggest airline in Africa. So it's flying to all parts of Africa, plus also to 5 cities in India only. So Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. Twice a day from Delhi, twice a day from Mumbai. So you can imagine the connectivity we have. So from Addis Ababa, you can fly to 64 major cities in Africa only. 264 major cities in Africa. So even the motto of that airline is the spirit of Africa. You see, so you can imagine how Ethiopia is connected to the world, and you see, we have also fiscal and non-fiscal incentives for investors. So you can consider all the cost of production. Cost of production is very low in Ethiopia, and if cost of production is very low, for sure you can maximize your profit. If you can maximize your profit, then you can easily expand your business here. So choose Ethiopia, and for sure you can expand your business easily. And one more point here, the government of Ethiopia, under the guidance and leadership of our Prime Minister, has introduced significant economic reforms, and these all factors make Ethiopia position itself the best investment destination in Africa. And what are the priority sectors for investment in Ethiopia? We have 5 major investment sectors in Ethiopia. First one is agriculture and agro-processing. We are agrarian society, and this time we are trying to modernize our agriculture. So second one is manufacturing, mostly textile and pharmaceuticals. And third one is mining. We have minerals, we have gemstones. Few months ago, I have been to Jaipur, Rajasthan state in India, and we know Jaipur is the center of these gemstones. And I have seen the Ethiopian gemstones there, and I was very proud of my country. And the quality of the gemstone was amazing, as I heard from the shop owners there. And fourth one is tourism. We have more than 50 UNESCO registered heritage in Ethiopia. So you can imagine how tourism can be beneficiary there. We have also the fifth one is IT, information technology. We have IT park in Ethiopia. As Ethiopia is also Addis Ababa city is the diplomatic hub of Africa. So you can imagine how we can use technology, IT, there with because almost all the African countries have embassy in Ethiopia. So you can cover the whole Africa, from Addis Ababa. And there are also emerging sectors like healthcare, education, energy, and housing development. So you can use all these opportunities. And success stories of Indian companies in Ethiopia. We have 650 Indian companies in Ethiopia now, with a registered capital of $5 billion. And they are the second largest investors in Ethiopia. And now they have created more than 75,000 jobs to Ethiopian citizens. So you can see the success story of Indian companies. And a few years back, they were the largest, the Indians. But during the harvest season, the COVID season, they were doing aggressively, and they became second largest now. So Ethiopia is very suitable for investment, and culture-wise, we have great similarity with India. And food-wise also, we have dal there, you have roti, we have roti there, everything. Food is very similar culture, weather condition, one of the best in the world. And one thing I want to mention now, regarding ease of doing business, Ethiopia is now the best among the best, destinations for investment. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I'm hopeful that this conclave will be a success and would like to assure you my embassy's readiness to collaborate with the Global India Business Forum on further fostering economic relations between Ethiopia and India. I thank you for your attention. Dhanyavad, bahut bahut dhanyavad. Jai Bharat, Jai Africa, Jai Ethiopia. Dhanyavad. A very short video for Ethiopia.
World's oldest civilization, the symbol of African independence, the birthplace of coffee, and the running nation. Ethiopia is now emerging as one of the top investment destinations on the African continent. From the Afar Depression, where a river dies in a chain of salt lakes, some 120 meters below sea level, to the windy heights of Ras Goshen, at 4.5 kilometers above sea level, Ethiopia is naturally endowed with a unique climatic condition that's ideal for a varied stream of productive investments. Ethiopia, the second most populous country in Africa, with more than 60% young, cultured, and trainable workforce, is implementing an economic development strategy that prioritizes the role of the private sector in the economy and invites the participation of more foreign direct investment in public-private partnerships. Ethiopia has now modernized its investment regime, streamlined and digitized its investment regulations, offering attractive investment climate with excellent returns in any investment projects, maintaining professional service. The strategic geopolitical location, having a unique proximity to the various markets like North and Latin America, the European Union, Asia, the Middle East, and the African continent, making Ethiopia a trading gateway. Ethiopia is the most influential country in the social, political, and economic circles of Africa, contributing the largest peacekeeping force in the continent. The capital city, Addis Ababa, which means New Flower, is the third diplomatic capital in the world, hosting most of the influential conversations that shape the role of Africa globally. Sustainably implementing a climate-resilient green economic development path, the country is actively working towards building a clean energy infrastructure, leveraging its huge potential in wind, solar, geothermal, and hydropower sources. One of the most ambitious projects in the sector, the Grand Renaissance Dam, which is near completion, will become the biggest hydroelectric dam in Africa. To fuel the high-speed industrialization, Ethiopia has developed more than 30 public and private geographically diversified industrial ecosystems in the form of the National Network of Industrial Parks, creating conducive business operation climate for investors. These industrial parks are equipped with efficient and effective services facilities such as one-stop service, fire brigade, healthcare facility, technology-backed security systems, and state-of-the-art industrial wastewater treatment plants. Further, the parks have full access to road, air, and railway transport systems for expedited import and export logistical needs. Ethiopia is also developing an agro-industrial park infrastructure to support the development of inclusive and sustainable agricultural value chains that enables commercial farmers to join the attractive investment landscape and contribute significantly to the structural transformation of the economy. Coffee is not only discovered in Ethiopia, but is very much part of its culture. Ethiopia's quality certified producers are one of the major foreign currency drivers for the country. The world's #1 forest coffee is enjoyed globally and forms the backbone of the economy, contributing as much as 34% of the total export earnings. Home to 13 UNESCO-registered World Heritage Sites, 10 endemic animals, over 800 bird life, 86 different nationalities, together with incredibly beautiful landforms, Ethiopia presents a robust travel tourist destination with great potential to invest and expand the travel industry. Ethiopia has a mining pedigree as old as its existence, and the sector offers a huge potential for investment. Rich, untapped, and vast resource